Hello everybody, hello, it's Christy. Welcome to my craft box. If you're watching this part, it's probably the replay and you have jumped into Journal Time Tuesday. So welcome on in everybody. I know I'm not at my usual time at 7 p.m., but we had some family emergencies today and just my work takes the cake. It takes all of my energy. So we are on a little bit late, but that is okay because if you're watching the replay, you could just fast forward some of the parts. So you guys, we are going to do a spread tonight. There's my people. Hello, hello. Make sure you guys comment so I can see you because right now I don't see any comments. And my Facebook has been very strange. And I just actually got off of another live where someone else was there and it was acting very strange. So, oh, hello, Sue. Hi, Melissa there. Now I see comments. I'm sure it will be. Hi, Wanda. How is everybody today? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hello, Deborah. Okay. Yes, I'm sure it will be. It's just unspoken prayers. Hi, Tony. How are you? Did you guys get my telegram? Okay. So you guys, we are going to do a spread because we haven't really done much live with the junk journals, and I had to come live with you at least tonight because I feel like I'm so behind. I am so behind, but I'm trying to get there. I look pretty. Oh my gosh, thank you, Sue. That is so funny. I literally threw my hair up in a ponytail today, and I was like, well, I'm not going to have a ponytail because I always look like a boy. So thank you for opening the craft box. So I just like literally put on some lip gloss just so it looks like I'm normal. But thank you for saying so. I appreciate the compliment. Hi, Lucy. How are you? All right, guys. So welcome back to my craft box. You guys, we have done a couple things so far with junk journaling, and we're going to be doing more and getting more in depth with different things. There's a lot of research and there's a lot of community and there's a lot of differentials that you can do with this. So I just have some quick tips here for you guys tonight, and we're going to do a spread. I'm not probably going to be on that long. So I'm just kind of getting my area together. Oh, thank you so much, Lucy. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Okay, so as some of you may have seen me some of you may have seen me work on this book. I did it kind of on a live, and it wasn't a live, it was a video. My bad. It was a video. And we made a junk journal from a golden book. So I wanted to kind of recap. This is a no-sew junk journal. I'm okay, just let it pain with your back. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lucy. I haven't been feeling it either. I'm on antibiotics, which reminds me, I got to go take them when I'm done with this live because it's about that time. I keep forgetting to take them because I'm not used to them. Okay, so you guys, we did this on a video and I did not complete it yet because I want to try to complete it on the video with you guys. But I had to jump in and do my own because this one I'm just kind of doing as just like a little sample so I can have that. But we did do a little golden book. This is a no-sew method. So I'm just using rubber bands, but they do have the craft stores may have them. I tried to look today at Hobby Lobby and I couldn't find them, and there was nobody there to ask. But they also have like file folder bands. I have to get the actual name of them, but I just used regular rubber bands. That's what I used in my video. You're going to the chiropractor tomorrow. Hopefully you'll get some relief from that, Lucy. I remember when my parents got in a car accident, my mom and my grandma, they went to a chiropractor for years after that. So, okay. So this is just kind of a sample on, I did not glue everything down as you guys can see. So we're going to work on this as well. But basically I'm just kind of implementing different papers, and the whole story is in here. We're going to have tags. And I know some of you may have seen my reel because I got a new toy. So I've been playing with that. Just kind of piddle paddle on my days off this weekend. And then I had my friend over. We had cleaned the house all day. I've just been working. So I wanted to show you guys that. So some of you may have seen that on the video. So we're going to talk about that today. Or I have another thing we're going to talk about. We'll talk about that one on another video. But I wanted to show you guys the journal that I kind of started just a few days ago, really. And I worked on it a little bit today as well. So you guys, you can use whatever adhesives you want. We have been using the E6000. This is a more, to me, it's more permanent glue. This is the glue I always talk about. And I swear, Scotch does not pay me. It would be nice if they sent me something, but I just love it so much that I don't recommend anything else, really, at this point. So we're going to work on a spread because, you guys, the last time before I kind of had my time off from going live was Mother's Day. And I actually got to travel to Gainesville and see my son, and my daughter was with me, and then my bonus daughter, and then my son's girlfriend, who's also kind of like my bonus daughter. So I got to see all of them. And I have a really good memories from that little trip that I took from. So we're going to work on a Mother's Day spread. I want to show you my book too. I was doing Gnome Garden. I finished it. Lucy, you got to show me. Hello, Everything House and Home. I got to look up your name. Hold on. Everything House and Home. That is, oh my goodness, why do I not know this? Michelle. You could just sew in the signatures. Yes, Kendra, we're gonna do that. Some people are not like ready for sewing. I'm not gonna do that on live. I'm actually gonna do it with my daughter's book, and I'm gonna show you actually let me show you my daughter's book. She's not here right now, so I kind of have things set aside that I'm going to put in this book. So I want to show you kind of like what I have so far, because this is going to be like her birthday present, part of her birthday present. So I have kind of like some summary items, because obviously they're in Hawaii, and yes, she loves Lilo and Stitch. She's always loved Lilo and Stitch. Just happens to be the movie is coming out. And we did see the movie. If you guys didn't see our pictures, I did post our pictures. I was trying to see that comment. I will send it to you. Yes, send it to me. Yes, you're Michelle. Awesome. So I just kind of put this together. I did not sew anything yet, but basically I did the same thing. This was a brand new book that I got from Pop Shelf, which is why I have it all in the bag so I can remember in my crazy craft room. But basically, I just kind of took it apart. I did have some Lilo and Stitch fabric that I put in the middle, and then I just love the bright yellow. It matches her bathing suit, and it's just very eye-catching. You want things to be interesting. And then I just kind of put my signatures together. I have some things that I want to implement on some of the pages and make pockets and things, but I kind of put most of the signatures together. So I have these really pretty, it's almost like Hawaiian flowers. And then the whole book is in here. I'm going to implement these flamingos. And then there's some white pages for her to write on. I have this paper. You guys can see this. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate it. So I have that paper. This is a very, it looks like a compass. And I'm going to implement this because it looks kind of like you're traveling through Hawaii. Plus, this is when when Stitch ran away. And again, I've got to add some papers, and we got to put this together a little bit and then trim some of the pages. But here's that paper again. I actually made this double-sided. It was not double-sided. I made it double-sided. It was two. These were from Hobby Lobby, and I put them both together, and I just kind of rounded off the edges. I think I'm going to round off the edges on this whole book. And then again, you have your story in here, and then some of your extra pages. This was given to me. It's like embossed. It was probably a die cut at some point, but it's a shell because, like I said, it takes place in Hawaii. And then I have these other things. These are like little library card holders. They're very cool. They have a pack of these at Hobby Lobby right now. There's little stickers on the back, so I'm going to implement that. And just some extra like blues, stuff for the ocean. You guys, that song has been in my head for days. I can't even tell you. It really has been in my head for days. So, and this is the second signature. Basically the same type. I have some bright colors mixed in here. Different things. And then I have a picture of my daughter and I at the movie theater. And we're going to I'm going to put the picture in here somewhere. So she has the picture of all of us at the movie theater. Oops, that did come undone, didn't it? I guess this E6000 glue isn't that great. I don't know. That's what I used to put on this. So I'll fix that later though, because I just kind of wanted to show you. But also to go with this, I found at Dollar Tree, I found I think some of you may have seen this. I found a puzzle Elvis. Because you guys, if you don't know, Lilo loves Elvis. And she plays it many, many times during the movie. So I grabbed some of the pictures to use, kind of implement them on the pages. And then I cut some of them out. So Elvis is going to be in here too. And then just some trim and other things. So I'm going to put that together. We'll probably do that on I might do it on a video. It just depends. My daughter's not here right now, so I was able to show you, but I'm like hiding this in the corner of my craft room right now, so she doesn't see it. She doesn't really watch my live, so I'm not really worried about it. Okay, so today I'm going to show you the journal I have been working on. I know we've done things with the board books just to kind of practice, but I actually went out and got an actual journal book. You can find these almost anywhere, you guys. Your bookstores have them. This one I happen to get from Five Below because it's strawberries. It is summertime, so you know, that's kind of why I did the whole strawberry thing. This is just kind of like my very first one, and this is a personal one. I am going to do another one with all of my followers, like Happy Mail and things like that in there. I've just been collecting. Your girl's been hoarding, okay? And we're eventually going to get through it. So let me show you what I did for like my introductory page. We did talk a little bit about an introductory page. It's supposed to, you know, basically be about you and things you like. So this is my journal so far. Oops, that fell out. So I know it's backwards for you, but it is my name on here. I love manatees. I love St. Augustine. I also have Audrey Hepburn. She's all over my house, so I have her. You know, you guys know I love my Disney. The cameras make a really fun background. It's nice and colorful because I do like to take pictures. And then this sticker right here, my mom probably doesn't remember, but I actually got this at a scrapbook expo. Hello, Carol. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Liz. Oh, wait. Who else did I see? Did I see Linda on here? So, they were giving these. This is a freebie, so I grabbed that and I put that on there. And then, obviously, I found, this was to a bracelet that I purchased to have, like, it has like the little code inside to track your manatee. So I had to kind of put that on there because it's something you want to save. And then, of course, you guys, I love the beach, Star Wars, Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright, Care Bears, all of the characters. All of the characters. So this is kind of all about me. And last but not least, my favorite. This is my favorite scripture. And it says, whatever you do, do it with all your heart. Colossians 3:23. So I found these Bible cards, or these prayer cards, that we're going to also implement in these as well. So that's just my first page, just to kind of get me started. And then once you get in here, then you can kind of, you know, get creative and do what you want. So that's what we're going to do. Whenever you're working with your journals, to kind of keep it nice and flat, you can always use like a clip like this to kind of hold your book together or hold your spread out. Especially when it starts to get bulky, because books are going to start to get bulky the more things you put in them. And I actually am going to kind of shorten this up. I'm not going to use this many pages. I know I didn't have pictures of the monkeys, Mom. I know, right? I was trying to look around, but I will add them. And that's the beauty of it. You can add wherever you want. Like, I'll probably put them over here in the corner or right here. This is just kind of what I had on hand the last few days, honestly. But I did kind of glue two pieces together so that you don't have to tear apart your book, but it makes it a little bit less flimsy when you do that. It makes it just nice, and it doesn't make it flimsy. Because of course you're going to add things in here that's going to make it bulky. And that's the whole thing. It makes it interesting. I know. You can laugh at me all you want, Mom. I don't care. Okay. So I have to share with you a little bit about... we'll go over it when I do, but one of the things I wanted to share was my daughter and my son got me this book, And it's so funny, they got me this book right when I was starting the journaling. And it basically it's a family keepsake journal. And it's Mom, I Want to Hear Your Story, a mother's guided journal to share her life and her love. And I love this book, you guys. It's got the cutest like little things in here. Did you have any pets when you were growing up? I mean, and then the kids gave it to me, of course, at lunch, and they were just like, yeah, we want to hear all about you. We want to know your story. We want to learn more. And it's like, I don't know. If you're a parent of a young adult, you kind of see your kids grow, and like, really, you want to hear about that? Because usually they just don't want to listen to you, you know. And this was very heartwarming for me to get. And it was funny that they gave this to me when I was starting the journal journey. So I have to get my butt doing it, though. I have to start doing like at least a page or two a day, because I haven't touched it. I've been very exhausted, you guys. Just a lot of things going on. So I am going to do a page for you. I don't like the way that's kind of holding it. This is a little too thick. And then I'm going to show you something fun. So also something fun to keep you motivated to do your journals, because a lot of us fall off the bandwagon, and that's okay. You can pick up wherever you left off. You don't even have to do this in order. Like, I'm just going to, when I find things around my house, I'm just going to throw it in here. It does not have to be in order. You can jot down whatever date or whatever you want to do. So I did, however, print a picture of that day. So my kids, I may have posted it. You guys may have seen it. My kids made shirts. They went, like, literally, I was sitting in the car and I was like, are we going to lunch? I'm kind of hungry. And they were inside just playing around, and they were like, because we had gone to Walmart, and I got my mother-in-law flowers, so I just kind of got lost in the Walmart and let them do whatever they wanted. Well, they were making these shirts, and basically they wrote on their shirts, it says Security Mom's Protection Squad. And they made me a shirt that says Mom of the Year. So that's that picture. And so we wore it to lunch like that. It was so fun. And then it was just, my husband had to work that day. So it was just me that went to, it's me and my daughter that went to Gainesville that day. I got some trim for this, you guys. And I think I know what I'm going to do. So that day, also at the lunch table, we played bingo. They made these cute little bingo cards. And this is the stuff that you want to put in your junk journals. Things that are, like, you're going to always remember. So these were our bingo cards that they made. And they were so cute. They used these little, they gave me the rest of the stickers too. So we're going to put them all over the journal. They gave me the stickers too. So basically we had to like play bingo at the table. And guess who won bingo? I won bingo. So they had like a prize. It was so much fun. So basically this was like going to lunch bingo. So I'm going to share with you some of the things. So you guys can maybe take that and play it too. So took a selfie before coming in the door. Hi Robbie, how are you? Has dyed hair. Whoever gets dessert, whoever gets leftovers, wearing a purse, sees an animal, drops a knife, has curly hair. Did I already say that one? Has broken a bone. They just came up with the most, sorry you guys. Has a pet, has, they gave me a free space. But yeah, I won the bingo that day. And it was funny because my other son who lives in Pennsylvania, he called me and he said, he told his siblings, I'm just going to wish Mom a happy birthday. They laughed. They're like, it's not her birthday, it's Mother's Day. So he sung me happy birthday. It was just funny. It was a lot of fun. So, and then I did get a card from my mother-in-law and my bonus daughter. And then these came off my flowers. I just kind of threw this in here because it was purple. And then my husband got me a bottle of Patron. Yes, we had some tequila. So, is this not the coolest package though? I'm still debating which one I want to use. I'm going to use one of them on the spread. And then I'm going to teach you a little bit on what you can do. And of course I have it on my board. Oh, and then also my mom gave me a gift. And I saved, this was the tag off the gift bag. And this is perfect for the back of the spread. Okay, so we're going to work on our spread with our stuff. That's what we are doing. And of course, this is going to be like a teaching lesson as well as me getting it done too. So I hope you guys have fun with this too. And get your own ideas, you know, share. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments. It looks like I am seeing comments tonight, but even if I don't see them tonight, I'll still respond. And tell me what you guys want to see, because I need to know what I need to research to put out there for you guys. So I kind of like the bottle one, but I'm thinking this one is going to be the winner. So one thing I want to teach you guys is when you're doing your junk journals and your spreads, always start with your most important piece first. Now, if it's not that big, you can always start with your big pieces, but make sure you implement your most important pieces. The most important pieces, I think, on this spread is my bingo cards, which I think I'm going to stick these in an envelope because there's so many of them. I don't remember which one is mine either. We didn't write our names. My picture, and then my flowers to my tag to my flowers. That's what they gave me. So I'm going to start with, this is really big, so I'm going to have this kind of be part of the background. I'm going to try to move it in your view too. So again, I'm using my Scotch glue. So you guys tell me if you have questions, or tell me what you guys want to see with everything. So I want to know what you guys are interested in learning and what I can learn and teach you guys. So I'm going to put this baby down. It almost reminds me of a bee. I don't know if that's really a bee in there, but it's kind of cool. Also, get your bone folder out and it'll help you. Or your other, you know, credit card or whatever you have, so you don't have to, especially if you have arthritis, or if you're doing this in the winter and you're like, your joints are killing you, because I know what that's about. I just love this purple, and I think it's gonna kind of go really cute, just kind of like as a layer. You want things to look interesting. That's the whole thing about, you'll learn more about textures and how things work together, and purple and green are actually really good together. Now this one's going to be a little tricky, just because I'll put it on the back of this. This one I may have to kind of glue down later with something, but I'm going to just try, because there's holes on it. Hi, Sarah. How are you? We're junk journaling tonight, girlfriend. I got some pieces from Mother's Day we're putting together. I know, I'm so behind, right? I haven't really done anything, you guys. I've just been busy, like, with just other things. But see how that adds texture and it looks really cool? Okay. Now I think I'm gonna do my mom's tag, because I want to put my envelope in here. So my mom gave me this gift bag on Mother's Day with this cute tag. So I think I'm going to put that kind of sticking out over here. And it's okay if you layer it. No one's going to tell you you're doing right or wrong. So here's the thing with junk. There's a bunch of things, and I have seen this firsthand, and I have not witnessed it, but I have seen this and heard this all over the TT. If you know what that is, it's TikTok, where a lot of the journalers are. And I'm getting to know people, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I've actually been over there lately. So watch my TikToks if you want. I'm good, great weekend, but was happy to be back. Oh, in your crafty office. I know, I'm so glad you guys got to meet. That was so awesome to see. It made me so happy. And she did a beautiful, Miss Connie did a beautiful project tonight. Okay, now you see that sticking out? That is okay. That's kind of what we want. We want things to be colorful and interesting. So here's the thing. People will tell you, some people will try to say it's not junk journaling if it's not junk. That is not true. This is a free country. You can call it whatever you want. You can call this scrapping or scrapbooking. It doesn't matter. It is your rules, your journal. You do what you want to do. Neon green was your favorite color when you were a baby. You used to spin on the green spinner of your walker. Really? And a bouncer. Oh, I don't know what Facebook is trying to do to me. Really? Really, Facebook? I don't know what's happening. I can almost not see you anymore. Facebook is being weird again. Good old Facebook. And then you guys wonder why I went to TT. All right. So I'm going to implement some flowers on this because I did get beautiful flowers from both my husband and my kids that day. It was so sweet. So I went ahead and just kind of grabbed some of my, this is petals and it's been laying around bothering me. So I'm just going to implement it in here. So basically junk journaling, you guys, is whatever you want it to be. There is no rules. You can put junk in there. You can put mementos in there. You can put pictures in there. You create your own rules for your own journal. That's very, very important. I want you guys to know. When you organize it, you can organize it however you want. If you want to add some pictures or different memorabilia, ticket stubs, whatever, this is another handy thing to have besides our clipboards. These are Dollar Tree right now. Little coupon organizers. They're like mini file folders. You put this in your little like carry-on bag or whatever you're going this summer. Start to collect ephemera. Because when you are sitting there bored in the hotel, I don't know about scissors, but you may be able to just take your glue stick and put it in there normally. You can always fold it, or you can fold it and do the other method. Or if you can find a Dollar Tree like Beth and I did and just spend the $1.25 and get a pair of scissors and leave it in the hotel room. That's what Beth and I did. We weren't leaving without we did ATC cards like in the middle of the night in our hotel. It was so much fun. Okay, so this card was from my mother-in-law and she wrote in it, and so did my other bonus daughter. So I want to go ahead and kind of put this envelope in here, and it is a big piece, but since I'm putting other things in here, it's going to be okay. Instead of doing it traditional, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it kind of halfway, or like halfway up the page. You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, right? Right. And I think I'm going to take the flap off. Actually, let me just cut it. I don't want the flap. It doesn't need to be there. But we are going to make this look pretty. You can save that scrap for later if you want as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to glue up the sides. And this should hold pretty well. I think I'm going to take this all the way to the bottom so I can always add something to the top if I wanted to as well. So, Mom, you're so funny talking about my color. So, anybody have any questions or anything that they want to learn? I'll be happy to answer questions, or if I don't know them, you guys know I'll research them and we'll go over them. You guys, I'm here for you. I could definitely be doing this while watching TV, but I'd rather hang out with you guys, and that's what I told my husband. So again, we can add some color up here. We still have the pocket that's functioning. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down my picture because I don't need all of this. They live in a beautiful complex, by the way, but we don't need all that. We took a picture next to their lake. They live right outside the lake area. It's kind of cool. I don't want to cut my son's head off either. Alright. You guys have been dying to do this spread since I got all this stuff. I was like collecting it. I'm getting my quarter edger just because it looks nice. This one is probably on its way out the door. I did get it from bottom of the bin, but I'll be on the market for another one soon, I'm sure. But you can find them on Amazon. when in doubt, you can just hit it and it works again. At least that's what it's been doing for me. This just makes it look nice and clean and cuter. So, see how the rounded corners? It's better rounded. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my picture. I'm still going to keep my pocket there because I want to put my bingo cards in there as well. But I'm going to kind of put it at an angle, and I'm only going to glue this side. Now, one thing that I wanted to show you guys is I wanted to show you a trick, but I don't have, hold on. I need Post-it. So I have a trick for you guys. I'm trying to think how this worked. I saw somebody do this today, I think it was. You're going to take your Post-it note so you don't get sticky on the part that you don't want sticky, because you don't want that part to stick. And you're going to line it up with where that envelope ends. And then you're going to lay your photo on it. Now you know where to put your glue without getting it too far over. Wait, is that right? Is that right? You can put another one on this sheet just because, but yeah, so we're going to put it all back this way. And then you just remove that. I think there's another way of doing it. I'll look it up again and I'll just do it on a tutorial, but basically that's so you don't get it in the areas you don't want it. There we go. Thank you, Sue. I'm glad you're loving the ideas. Because you could, honestly, these are just basic stuff, you guys. It really, I think people try to scare people with like, that it's hard. It's really not that hard. I'm telling you, it's really, really, you just get used to it. And it can be as easy as you want it to be. It can be as hard as you want it to be too. You can make things more complicated, but you know, some people are okay with that. I have a busy life. I'm not going to necessarily make everything complicated. Plus, I'm here to teach you guys. Some of you guys are not here for, you know, all this extra stuff, and that's fine. I know people fast forward my replays, and that's absolutely fine too. That's what I'm here for, to show you guys ideas. I had to scoot this over a little bit because it started impeding on this. Okay, now, I have these cute, this was like a half flower, which I kind of want to put, like it's, I kind of want to slide it under here. Ooh, I like that. Again, these are, I wouldn't say they're paper flowers, but you could use paper flowers just as much. I'm just kind of putting it right there. And then this was my tag. Hi, Connie. Couldn't comment from my phone. It is crazy tonight, isn't it? I swear you were having a party on yours. It was so funny, you guys. Connie was crafting. She wasn't touching her phone. Nothing was touching her phone, and her phone was, or the screen was like bouncing, but she wasn't doing that. It was so crazy. I've never seen. I was like, well, that's new. So this is my tag for my flowers from Mother's Day, and that's my tag from my gifts from my mom for Mother's Day. So I'm just gonna kind of put them both together, and look, it's almost like they were married together. I mean, look, it's such a perfect thing. Okay, So this is petals, and because I got flowers that day, I'm gonna use this because it's been just kind of sitting around my craft room driving me nuts. And yes, I'm using this glue on fabric and it will work just great. And this is what we call decorating the envelope. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more glue on the back of this. And now you can see our shirts. I should have grabbed a picture with Liz in it because that's my, I almost said my daughter-in-law, but not quite there yet. Hi Sharon, hello Andrea. We're working on a spread in our journal, you guys. Okay. Now, these are the stickers that we played on our bingo when we were playing bingo at lunch. So I'm just gonna put this really cute gold one on the inside of my flower as a little inside. That looks so cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of scatter them out throughout the card, or throughout the spread rather. With stickers, it can also help hold things down as well. There we go. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I have my bingo cards that we did at dinner, or at lunch that day. They're kind of folded funky. But I think this is just so fun to like look back on. Now you could definitely use this one as a page, but since I'm gonna kind of keep my envelope in there with my card, I'm just gonna kind of slide these in there as well. So I wanna see if I could do this. Well, that might stick out a little too much. I think I'll just do it like this. So I'm just gonna do 2 and 2. And now I preserve this. Now I have preserved this forever. My kids will tell you I do keep everything. Mainly. Okay, so I'm going to slide that one in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some, you could use Post-its. You could use whatever you want to kind of write on things. You could even make it to where we didn't glue this and write on the inside or on the back side of this. That's fine too. But I have these little tags. This was on a piece of scrapbook paper. I used one already, but I'm gonna cut these out and kind of put them wherever I wanna put them and just, you know, write about my day. I'm not gonna do that here on live because, you know, you guys already heard the story. You already see this part. But you definitely, when you're making your journals, make sure you leave yourself enough room to write your thoughts of the day or write whatever it was, because in 10 years you might go back and be like, what was that about? I don't remember that. And that's the whole thing that we're doing this for, to preserve. It's also really good for it's good for like winding down, or just, you know, kind of get it out of our heads on paper. It helps our mentality. It helps just kind of get things off our chest, even if it's, you know, who's gonna say, if you're writing something negative, who's gonna tell you not to? You know what I mean? It's really okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this piece here, because I could always write sideways. Nobody's gonna tell me any different, because it's my journal. Which is why I wanted to tell you guys, this is your journal. You guys do what you want with it. Push this up just a little bit. And I'm going to put that other one here. So does anybody have any questions thus far? Or any suggestions? Has anybody done junk journaling before? And then if you have, do you still do it, or why did you stop? There's some good questions for you guys while I'm finishing this one up. You guys, I may have to take stock in this glue because I'm going to use a lot of it. I already know it. Glue was flying, you guys. All right, now the last thing I want to do on this before I show you guys what we did is I have this little piece of ribbon. I love incorporating fabric with it, so I'm just going to use my glue and just do a straight line all the way down, and then I'm going to put my edging. This is called what is this called? Hold on, you guys. I totally lost it. What is this stuff called? I swear I threw away the label, but maybe I didn't. It's like the trimming or edge of, it's in the fabric department. It's next to the bric-a-brac. Okay. So there is our spread, and of course we can always add things later. We can add stickers, whatever we wanted to. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to add from that day, but I don't think there is. I'm not going to cut this up, but if this was anything else, I'd cut off the tag and put it on there too. But the only thing I had got was I'm not going to cut up my t-shirt either, but yeah. So now you have this cute little, let me move it over. So now we have a place to write about the day. You have, this was my tequila bottle. My tequila bottle box, which by the way, we still haven't finished. My tag from my gift, my tag from my flowers, and then a picture of the shirts that my kids made. These were just extra flowers to represent that they were flowers. And then I have my card from my mother-in-law and bonus daughter, and then the bingo cards from the game that we played. So this is, make a copy of it. Make a copy of it. Of what? Oh, of the book? Oh, you're talking about this. I could take a picture of the book itself and then just put it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture of this book, very, very small picture of it, maybe with like a background so it cuts out really small, and then I can put it in the corner of this. That would be so cute. But see how that comes together? And of course I've been babbling, but it would come together so quickly if it wasn't. Isn't it cute? Oh, you like it, Robbie? Robbie, you've been doing junk journaling, haven't you? I swear you do junk journaling, don't you? You have some really cute things. I've seen your posts lately, and they're so cute. But now I have a couple places to write and a little envelope. So, and if you just joined me, this was my initial intro page with my name and everything I love. I don't have the monkeys on there, and I kind of, Mom, you kind of ignored, you kind of like got me thinking. So see how this book is, we're only 2 pages in and it's already can't shut because of everything. That is okay though. You could take any type, when you're done, you can take any type of ribbon or lace or whatever you wanted and kind of, yes, you've been learning. Oh, yes, your stuff is really cute. I know, I've been seeing it. So the only other thing that I may add to this, probably off camera, is I may put a little bit of washi tape just to kind of clean up some edges, or I might add more stickers so I don't have so many raw edges, because I don't like the raw edges on here. But yeah, that's our spread. So you guys, please leave me comments, suggestions, questions, whatever. I'm trying to think what else I had for you. bigger pieces and the main pieces that are the most important need to go on first. And then you just kind of diddle daddle the rest. Diddle daddle the rest. Hi, Barbara. Sorry, Emily. I don't know if you sprinkled. Oh, 5-star rating. Thank you. You have to start one, Lucy. Yes. So these journals are fairly inexpensive. You do not have to go and get a big giant one. You can make it your own. I'm going to be doing different Golden Book ones. Let me show you. This was the one that we did with the board books. I still have like a couple more pages to go. But this was another one with like envelopes and pockets and stickers. And we just kind of used, here's a lace in between the 2 pages. Here's another pocket. And then I made this little thing to come out the side, because that's a whole nother pocket as well. This is kind of a peeky hole. This was a Dr. Seuss book with little tabs and things. We put a key in there, and then there's a little bunny. This was like leftovers. There's our patriotic one. Even if you're almost done, that's okay. I gotta show one more thing. And then there's another little sample. These are just like little sample pieces. And then there's my husband and my kids. This was just a little sample book that we did. And this is something that you can practice. It's a great practice if you don't want to put it all together. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to discuss tonight. And that is, you may have seen me play with it already. But we are going to talk real quick about junk journal charms, because I'm obsessed, because they're very much like how I make my backpack buddies. So that is on my to-do list. Use a hard book. Yes, I used it in my introduction to show people how easy it was, and it's just very simple that people can get, and it's good practice. It's a very good practice. Okay, so this was my very first junk journal charm, and I had gotten inspired by Leah from Thrifty Day, amongst many others that are on YouTube and TikTok. Okay, and these are like the thing right now. So of course, Christy, she likes to dive right in and dive deep when she does it. I already had these My Little Pony toys. They were in a box, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep them because they're cute and they remind me of me. Hey girl, hey girl, hey. So when I saw the junk journal charms, I was like, I'm gonna make a My Little Pony one because that's what I love. So I already had a lot of these beads already. Introduction on a video or YouTube. It's still available on a replay, Barbara. I think it was the end of March, April. I think it was like mid to end of April. I can't exactly remember. But it should be really easy to find if you look through my videos, because I do try to put an introduction to every single one. There should be a title on every single one. But that's a good question. Okay, so anyway, I have had most of this stuff already, and I became obsessed with making these. So I made myself a My Little Pony one. Now, let me show you what you use them for. Basically, so you're not flipping and flipping and flipping, because you'll be in the middle of your book somewhere. These are so you can save your place in your book on where you were. So like say, oh, I was right here. You just take your paper clip, and these are the giant ones from Paper Studio. They're 40% off right now at Hobby Lobby. Okay. And you just put it in there, and there is your charm. And they make such cute little gifts. And you can make ornaments. You can make it out of an old heirloom, or maybe a piece of broken jewelry. You can make these out of everything and anything. But I happen to have a lot of these charms already, and I just matched up My Little Pony. This is like my first pony I had when I was little. Not this particular one, but the colors and stuff that she is. So that's how you would do like your junk journal charms, and they look so cute. So let me show you the other one that I did. And I've been working on one for one of my girls that I'm doing a swap with. So I don't know if she's going to see me on here, so I'm not going to show hers yet. But this was the one that I was working on for myself last night. So you could do it on a paper clip like that, or you can do it like on a bookmark. And that's kind of what I'm making with my new toy. If you guys saw that. But you guys, look, is she not the cutest? I finally found my Disney dogs. You know, I love dogs. I finally found my Disney dogs at Five Below. Are they heavy? Yes. But they're going to be made with either wax or hemp cord. Very sturdy. And then you're going to just put it down in your book. But you guys, look at this. Is she adorable? The pink bow represents the pink bow that was on the box. And if you guys know Lady and the Tramp and the story, I don't know if you guys know, but Walt himself gave his wife a puppy in a white and pink box for Christmas one year. That was the whole inspiration for Lady and the Tramp. I don't know if you guys knew that, but fun fact. Anyway, you can Google it if you don't believe me. So she's got her cute little bow, and this goes into the book, and then this hangs over. This is just here because you could make her into any type of other charm, because I was just kind of playing around with it, but I have just different little beads. So we will make these on here too. So basically, I didn't even do this on purpose, y'all. It looks like she's wearing her little bow in the back, but she's not. It's just, that's just how it came out. I didn't even do that on purpose when I was putting this together. But of course I had to add my little Disney bead and then the flowers. You're welcome, Barbara. But yes, because I'm a huge fan. So this is how she sits in here. And then you have your journal charm to see where you left off. So these are another thing that we're going to be making on the page. And I'll try to do different ones too, but honestly I have a lot of collections. And then we're going to do a strawberry shortcake one too. And then I'm sure you guys saw, we did this on a video. We did our paper clips, our hidden paper clips, which I'll probably add one of these into my book. It'll probably be the strawberry one I'll add to my book. But I'm sure many of you saw these, the hidden paper clips. That's a cute one. But these are basically kind of like ATC cards. They just have a paper clip in them, and they're just kind of two-sided. So there's that one. So that's one other thing that we had done on the page so far for this. Oh yeah, and then I did this one too. Ooh, that's my hubby's card. Hi, Terry. I didn't see you pop in. Hello. And this is like the little compass. Okay, so here's my little thing for tonight before I let you guys go, because I've been on almost an hour. You guys, these are a perfect activity to do with the kids or keep the kids busy this summer. This is not my rodeo. This is my first rodeo with wanting to teach you to implement your kids. And I wish I would have done it more when my kids were little. So I'm going to ask you guys, do it now, implement it now. So basically when they're off for the summer, they need to stay with some hands-on activities. They need to stay with reading. They need to stick with writing so that they retain some of that they learned all year and go back to school, not like, as a zombie, like I've, slept in all day. Implement this stuff now while the kids are about to get out for school. Even if you're having your grandchildren or your nieces or nephews or your neighbor's kids, implement them. Go get them a little book and encourage them to write in it. Put glue a little map, get some glue sticks from them. You don't have to get them the good kind, just get them hands-on and doing something this summer so they'll have something to write about. It'll be a nice downtime because they can't be all wild and crazy all summer. We already know that. And I've been telling you guys this about journaling for like 2 years since I started my page. Every year at the end of the year, I always get on here and I show you guys my books and things. know where the other one is that I showed you guys a couple years ago that I started and did with you guys. But it's an excellent activity for them to just continue to get their imaginations going. And it helps the teachers when they go back to school, like, oh, you remembered how to read, you know. It's a really great activity for even kids. So again, I hope you guys give this a try. I hope you guys are excited and going to start your own, and, you know, keep yourselves motivated. That's why I made these cute little charms too. I would say maybe when you're like halfway through your journal, make a charm, because then you're like, oh, I'm going to use it. Or just use in the beginning. It doesn't matter. It just keeps you stay motivated. You can also make these with the kids too. These are fun. And they can bring these to school and use them at school even. But yes, so that's what we are going to do. We are going to be doing this on Tuesdays. I'm going to try to make it by 7 every week, just like I do with my ATCs. We just had a lot going on today. And honestly, it almost did not feel like Tuesday to me, because it felt like Monday all over again and over again. And you guys, my job takes priority, and it sucked my whole weekend dry on Friday and today. It was so crazy, you guys. You don't even know. But anyway, I have loved being here with you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed what you see. Like I said, I'll take criticism. If you want to see something, if you want to learn something, if you have any questions, let me know so I can kind of get in the know, and I will do my best to answer them, or we'll learn them together on the page. So that's it for me, you guys. I hope you had a beautiful Tuesday, and I will be back for Thursday, definitely with ATC Thursday. We'll talk a little bit more about the ATC Card Club. And I want to say I may try to pop on tomorrow for just a normal craft, because I know you guys missed the normal crafts from me. So yes, hugs and loves to you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.